Good morning, Quantonians. Today, I want to talk about storytelling and how that can fit into the quantum coaching session. It's interesting. I am a bit of a storyteller. And when I tell stories, I'm not just making them up. I'm tapping what I call the infinite stream to give me a story, a fantastical story, that actually says something about them and that calls that something that may not be visible in their life now into presence, into practical expression, into form. So let's see how to put that. So a couple of things I want to talk about. I don't know if I've talked in this series so far about plugging into the infinite intelligence and letting the stream come through. So I'm going to do that first before we talk about the story. Okay, so there's the brain, and then there's the big brain. And you plug your brain into the big brain, or your computer into the mainframe, you could say. And how do you do that? Well, I used to talk about it like this, that it was like plugging in. Here's the infinite intelligence. It's like a big mainframe computer you plug in. Now everything comes to you, but it comes to you not as a thought. It ends up in the conscious mind, but it comes not as a thought, but more like a sensory experience. It's more coming, for me, it comes more like this. And of course, a lot of intuitive and even infinite streaming can come from within you as well, come up from the deep core. But for me, mostly it comes this way. So do check to what's your way and what works best. So that's what I used to say, plug into the mainframe. However, I would say now I've got a different orientation to infinite intelligence. I would say that I am the source, I am the infinite. Therefore, I sit in the middle of the infinite intelligence brain, stream, body, being, whatever you want to call it, consciousness, all. And I sit in the middle of it and poof, it's mine. So it's less of a stream, although I do feel it kind of come to me really fast. But if I just sit there and I make the permanent connections between my brain and mind and its brain and mind, I therefore become the infinite intelligence. And when I talk about infinite streaming, it's just like coming to me and I just let it come through. It's not like channeling, that's slightly different. I used to be a channel. Channeling is more like you get out of the way and something else comes through. No, in this, I am the source. I am the infinite. I am the intelligence. But it's there, not here, but that's equally me too, and therefore I have it. And therefore I can say it. So when I want to go to tell a story, a fantastical, infinite fairy tale, I can tap it and these beautiful images and then words emerge that tell something about that person. Now I am focused on that person, so I'll give you an example. Let's see. I'm going to use Gina Diane. Okay. So she is a storyteller herself, and she already knows herself at vast levels. So I'm just going to kick into just a very short, fantastical story about her. In a long lost time, many eons ago, a wanderer moved through the universes, looking for the gems of creation that were not yet burst into being. And she searched through star systems and galaxies and supernovas until she came upon a beautiful blue jewel in a far distant part of a wondrous galaxy. And she sat with her giant eyes, observing this blue jewel. And she knew what it could become. And she wished it and willed it with her eyes. And she waved her magic hands upon it. And she enchanted it with an enrapturement that was beyond its known. And she awakened within it the dream of the glories that had never been known in any place, anywhere, anytime. For the sleeping dream waited in that jewel, and she would roar it into existence. That's kind of fun. So there you go. See, when I started, I was like, oh, where is this going? And because I know Gina Diane, I'm constantly, well, that doesn't sound like her, or this doesn't might not fit, or but you just got to let it come and see what happens. Now, she is much more than all that story, but it kind of says a tale about why she chose to be here in this lifetime as a physical being. And that's pretty amazing when you think about it. So she is a storyteller, but Gina Diane, I would say if I was going to turn that into practical expression, that your stories are meant for people to awaken the hidden dream of them, the never realized dream of them, so that they might then realize the bigger dream for us all. Now, that's just something I would say. That's not me infinitely streaming. So if I infinitely stream the words, I'm just going to show you. So I go get the words. What is Gina Diane's biggest possible purpose in this lifetime? To awaken the enchanted dream within us all. And once that dream is awakened, then all shall know themselves beyond form, beyond limit, beyond this universe, beyond dimensional choices. And they shall open the doors to places they have never, ever seen before. And there is where the dream awaits them. There you go. Hope you loved that, Gina Diana. I loved it. I thought that was really fun. So you can see how, like, I know Gina Diana, and we've done many things together. And, you know, like, she's constantly pressing beyond, beyond, beyond. She's an amazing genius writer and, you know, all of that. So I'd be interested to hear, Gina Diana, if that opens up any new insights for you. It may not, but it might. I think if it was someone who didn't have her own expertise in the fantastical and in knowing herself, it would certainly open doors for them. And you can see how when I do that, I have to surrender myself. But it's still me as source, me as all, me as the infinite doing the talking. But there's this thing that goes on in your brain. Well, that can't be right. Say it. You know? So I would almost say, if you want to practice this, practice it on your own first. Pick someone. Could be someone in the group because they'd love that. Then you can share it and see what they think. And just sit down, close your eyes, connect with them, plug into the infinite stream, however you do that, and let the story come. Maybe type it onto a keyboard or record it on a video or even just see it in pictures and then write it down afterwards if you'd like and pass that on to them. But it's learning the finesse of how one lets go of the known and floats enchantedly into the possible. And fantastical stories are a way to do that. Now, would I do that with a normal person that I was coaching for the first time? Probably not, unless I felt it was the right thing to do and I had a chat with them first about it. But I can, in most of the cases with people I work with, go for that. And it usually informs them of something amazing. They usually burst into tears, and it usually really opens them up. So have fun playing with the fantastical stories and the infinite intelligence streaming through you to see what you get about that. Okay, everybody. Lots of love. Bye.